Okay, right now, if you want to check, okay, in your computer, whenever you run a process, it load in the RAM. So if you want to check how much RAM you have total, then we have free command. Free will tell you the total memory you have. When I say memory equal to RAM, so in my computer, okay, or in this VM, I have total this much memory. Okay, and they show you in the bytes. And out of this much been used and this much been free. But mostly we don't understand much about bytes, so we can convert this byte into MB or GB. So for MB we have option called M. So in my laptop, in this VM, I have almost 1700 this much MB, almost to 1.7 or 1.8 GB RAM I have. Out of this much is in use and this much is free. So this command you can use to check the total MB RAM in MB. And RAM is keep on changing. So at this point in time, we have 74 MB RAM free, but there's a possibility in after a second it will change. For example, if I open again a Firefox, let me open a Firefox. So as soon as I launch the Firefox as a program, they start consuming more RAM. So you can see here, 69, right? They're consuming 91. Now, point is very interesting. Interesting. I launch a Firefox. Logically, okay, from 69, RAM should go down to 60, 50. The Firefox is going to use the memory, but they increase. And what they increase? Free. Free. Understand what I'm saying? मेरे पास 69 MB RAM free थी. I launch a Firefox. Okay, obviously Firefox will process. They will take more RAM. So 69 MB's free RAM should be less. It might go to 60, 50. But the free become increase. How is possible? Understand what I'm saying? Okay, मेरे पास इतनी सी जगह है, मैं बाहर से कुछ लाके यहाँ रखता हूँ, तो जगह कम होनी चाहिए, बढ़ कैसे गई? Understand? Do you have any idea, anyone from offline online? Why is happen? Okay, maybe after this they decrease, there's a different point. Like this is free. See here, this is free. As I launch a Firefox, that point in time they will take more RAM, right? So free should means जो empty जगह है वो कम होनी चाहिए ना? बढ़ क्यों गई? Here there swap can be one point. What you say is right, but here this is not because of swap. Swap, if you see, is a different segment. Is a different. So they are not taking. I'm only talking on this line. This line is a RAM. This swap. What is swap? Will you guys talk? Maybe after day after tomorrow. Only I'm talking about RAM. नहीं, example इसको भी बताता हूँ. When I launch a Firefox, before I launch, I have 16 MB RAM free. Firefox नहीं आया. RAM ये रूम है, इस RAM में इतनी जगह खाली है, 16 MB. मैं बाहर से कुछ को लेके आया Firefox को, तो 16 कम होनी चाहिए ना? ओके, बढ़ क्यों गई? बाहर से कोई आया तो बढ़ गई, कम होनी चाहिए ना जगह. Free should be less. नहीं, it's not a big priority. This may be one of them, but it's not in this case. You understand, guys? What I'm asking about? Okay. Anyone from online? Any answer from your side? Mail pooling, scaling. Okay. Yes, Prem, you are right. You are right. So what Prem you are saying is absolutely right online. Okay. So what happened, guys? In this room, this RAM, and everyone over here is a individual process. Individual process. Okay, this guy is also process here. This guy is doing something. He requires more space by putting his bag. Okay, because for the bag he need more space. But right now this bag space might not be so much usable. बिकॉज अभी वो बैग में कुछ काम नहीं कर रहे, बुक वो निकाल ली उन्होंने, लैपटॉप निकाल लिया, अभी बैग पड़ा है ऐसा फालतू का. ओके अब वहां से बाहर से कोई जना आने वाला है, मेरा रैम कम पड़ रही है, तो क्या करो, अपने दोनों बैग उठा के गोद में रखो, पुट ऑन द लैप. तो पहले वो लैप पे रखेंगे ना तो जगह कितनी खाली हो गई ना, 2 चेयर्स की जगह खाली हो गई. तो जिसमें किसी को बुलाया, इनको मैंने बोला कि आ रहा है कोई, आते आते वो आ भी रहा है, बस सेम टाइम जगह खाली करो. तो हमने एक्स्ट्रा जो जगह रख रखी है फालतू जो काम नहीं आ रही, किसके लिए? बैग के लिए. बैग क्या डेटा है किनका? इस प्रोसेस का. तो कई बार क्या होता है, प्रोसेस अपने डेटा को भी रैम पे रखता है, तो रैम पे एक अलग से जगह होती है, उसको तो कैश मेमोरी. And even though they're not using data, still they are using the RAM. इनके लिए डेटा का इनका बैग, ये कौन है? प्रोसेस. तो वो प्रोसेस सारे जिनका डेटा रैम पे पड़ा है और वो यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं. Okay, it is kind of, if you heard the term garbage, kind of garbage. So we're cleaning it. In your case, I'm asking you back to take it out or we put on the lab. Okay, तो बाहर से आ तो फायरफॉक्स रहा था, लेकिन उन्होंने क्लीनिंग ज्यादा कर दी. So you will see sometime, if you launch one process, whenever you launch a process, you always will send a signal, okay, to all the processes and say whichever has a data putting on the RAM and requiring extra memory, this called cache memory. Clean it if you think you are not going to use the data. There is also one kind of signal we send to process. That is the reason, guys, when you see when you see here, my total RAM is this one, use is this one, free is this one, but if you count both, add together, it won't come 1700. जब टोटल रैम 1700 है, यूज इतना है, फ्री इतना है, तो कितना हुआ? लगभग 1300 हुआ. 400 कहां गया? They use for cache and some more thing called buffer. We'll see. You can see cache here. Okay, and what you see, guys, after this it will drop from 69 to almost 29. So I asked this 29 space being used by this bag, remove it from the room. You're not using it, why are you putting here? Blocking uncoded 2 sheets for the students, for the 2 processors maybe. Okay, that is the reason you can see your free will increase. Understand my point? So whenever you launch a program, let's say Firefox, what Firefox do? You write a URL, hit enter, you see the website. What is website? Data. What data content? Image, video. So where the data stored of the browser? RAM. But this data or what? Firefox. Okay. But you close this tab. Let's say Netflix, for example. You open the Google, for example, in the same tab of the Firefox. Your data is still there on the RAM. Because your browser say, there's chances you might again open the Netflix. Again, I will go and download the Netflix images. So data are keep for some time. जैसे हम देखा होगा नेक्स्ट टाइम ओपन करते हो फास्ट ओपन होती है ना, वो डेटा कहाँ है ब्राउजर का? रैम पे है. कहाँ पे? कैश. बोलते कैश बन गया है हमारा. वो कैश बन गया बताइए. So here this cache will clean automatically. Clean automatically. Okay, but if you want to force to clean your entire cache, because there is also higher chances अभी भी ये 542 कैश अभी भरा हुआ है, 542 MB है, हाफ GB. इफ यू थिंक इसमें बहुत सारा डेटा अभी भी होगा जो यूज नहीं आ रहा है, फालतू डाउनलोड कर रखा हुआ है, कोई प्रोग्राम नहीं यूज कर रहा है, उसका प्रोसेस नहीं यूज कर रहा है, यू कैन फोर्सफुली क्लीन इट. व्हाई यू वांट टू क्लीन? बिकॉज़ you don't have a RAM available. Your other process becomes slow down. You want to launch more processes. Okay, so there's a way you can pass a signal. Okay, and this signal will drop your cache. And this is very important guys command I'm going to show you. And we are going to pass the signal, and there is a specific signal known as signal 3 for the caches, number 3. Okay, and that is special signal for your RAM device. And one thing, RAM is a device, right? In RAM we have multiple processes. Control C, Control Z is a different thing, it's a signal for processes. But if you want to send the signal to RAM as a device, a complete device, so for them they have different signals. And this signal number 3 that we can send to RAM. तो RAM तुम्हें डिवाइस हो, तुम मेमोरी हो, तुम्हारे अंदर जो भी कैसेस फालतू पड़ा है जो मुझे दिखा होगा उसको खाली कर दो, so you can have more space free for more processes, more program to run, more data to accommodate. Right? कैसे करेंगे? उसके लिए right now at this current point in time you can see more is free, right? They keep on doing behind the scene, but still we have a lot of cache used. Okay, so there's a one file guys, it's in the folder called proc sys, ये path है उसका vm drop cache. So this was the file used to there in Linux. Cache. The file is drop cache only. 1 minute. I think this facility might be disabled in Red Hat 9. Yeah, done. Okay, so let me again explain to you what is happening. Okay, echo is a command to print something. I'm going to print 3. But if you don't want to print anything, this data you want to send to some file. Then there's one symbol called this one. This symbol we'll talk guys tomorrow when we go more deep into shell scripting. What the symbol will do, they take this data and send to some file. And there's one specialized file in Linux known as this one, proc sys vm drop caches. This is one specialized file in Linux. Okay, this file is meant for one purpose. The pura path hai is file ka drop caches. This file is meant for one cache. This file will help you to take the signal. And in this file, if you type send 3, so they think you are sending a signal 3. And signal 3 here means, or data 3 here means that you are asking to drop the caches. जो भी कैश में डेटा पड़ा है जिसका कोई यूज नहीं है, कोई इसको काम नहीं दे रहा, उस सारे डेटा को आप क्लीन कर दो. Okay, so this is special file is there in Linux. So last time your cache was almost 500 400 MB used. Now can you see they dropped to what is it? So what is the benefit of this command? So don't bother much about syntax. This syntax of greater than all the things we'll discuss in my tomorrow class. Concept is, if the question asked is that I have RAM completely full, I have no space available, free space available, You can't kill any process that is running, but you want to launch more process. How can you get, how, from where you get the space? Two answers. One is put more RAM investment. Again, for this, you have to shut down the computer also. That we won't allow in the real world. So servers we can't shut down. Other answer is, okay, whatever the unwanted space available that has been not used by actually, but is being used by unwanted data, kind of garbage, the cache memory, unused cache memory, we can clean. How? By somehow. What is somehow? Search in Google. They give you this answer. Okay? तो आपको पता होना चाहिए ऐसा कुछ कर सकते हैं. कैसे कर सकते हैं? कमांड की बात करनी. गूगल चैट जीपीटी दे देगा आपको, या लिख देंगे. तो कमांड ये है. Okay? So this is a kind of scenario. Finally, what we are doing? We are saving the space. And when you talk about saving the space, normally, not exactly, but normally it comes into category of space complexity. It's not exactly, it's a little bit different concept. Let's say it's something like this. We have some space, we're saving it. So we can put more program, more processes, more data. Okay? Otherwise, if your memory is less, when you launch the next program, either they won't launch. So any program, when you launch, if you don't have memory, most of the cases they fail with the error called OM error. OOM, out of memory error. आपने देखा होगा कभी आपको प्रोग्राम लॉन्च करते हैं कि मेमोरी आती है, एरर आती है, कभी नोट किया उसमें लिखा OM error. With this program need 2 GB RAM, but you have 1 GB RAM free. So it's out of memory error. कभी देखा होगा ना, खासकर जावा प्रोग्राम्स में देखते हैं ऐसा, क्योंकि they require more RAM. Okay, in this case, this could be one of the solutions. Okay, so you can think this way. So not bother about the command. Okay, that we can find very easily, but you know, if you don't know the concept what to do, then how can you find the command? Okay, this is one point. So second point is, so free is a command that will tell you total memory used, free, how much is cache, and some more thing is there we need in the future. What is buffer, guys? We'll talk about in the future. Right now I'm talking about cache. Buffer is a different concept. And last command, guys, right now would be ls CPU. If you want to see in your computer how many CPU is being connected, this one. So they will tell you in your computer you having one CPU. One CPU. Sometimes 4 CPUs, 4 core. They will talk about this. And if you know about hardware threads, so they have one hardware thread. If you don't know, that's all. But technically, you have one CPU. CPU means your processor. Because in one processor, you have only one thread. It means if you know a little bit about programming, in the programming, if you want to run your program, if you know in the program you write multiple functions, you know, main function, that function, some function, add function. Or you guys also might know, in any programming language, only one function can run at one point in time. But if you want to run multiple functions together, that is called concurrency. Okay, we have to do multi-threading. If you know a little bit of programming, for multi-threading work, if you multiple thread. So my programmer will create a multi-threading program in Python or in C or C++ or Java, but my hardware does not have this multi-thread. It won't give you multi-threading. This is also a way we can think of. But mostly, you mostly have multiple threads. Okay? What is thread? Nothing. Those who don't know what is thread, one thread equals to one function. So any programming language, you know the function, right? So one function is equals to one thread. In the programming world, we use the word function, or when function run by CPU, then CPU don't see this function. They say one thread come. sometimes we call the function. Let's say you create a sum function to sum something, add function. So when you call the add function, this is function call. For us, it's function call, but for CPU, they treat this guy as a thread. Okay, that's what the typical meaning of thread. I'm just giving some extra information, but maybe not so much required right now. But right now I have a CPU of this company, and I told you guys CPU work with speed, and the speed of my CPU. Okay, more speed of CPU is more operation they can perform. But for more speed, you have to pay more money. Okay, in less time you can do more things. But if you don't have the money, you have to go for small size of CPU, means with less speed. But the less speed CPU, if you want to increase the performance, then what you do? Performance tuning. And for performance tuning, what can we do? Hundreds of things. One of the things what you can do is today, what we discussed about nice. With a CPU, there's 4 processes. Okay, give this process more time. So that's what our problem will solve. So less money, same thing we can achieve. This is called performance tuning. So ultimate goal of any good engineer is how can you save money? That is always the final ultimate goal. आपको कुछ आए या कुछ ना आए, अगर आप अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी और नॉलेज से किसी कंपनी का पैसा बचा सकते हो या कमा के दे सकते हो, तो आप नॉन नेगोशिएबल हो. बस, इसके अलावा कोई कहानी नहीं है. पूरी दुनिया भर की सारी टेक्नोलॉजी उठा लो, सबको उठा लो, एक ही कहानी बस इतनी सी है जो बता रहा. ओके, कल मिलते हैं. ओके, कल का मैक्सिमम टाइम अगेन वी विल लर्न सम मोर बेसिक्स ऑफ लिनक्स, देन वी मूव टू डिटेल इन सेल स्क्रिप्टिंग. व्हाटएवर वी डिस्कस टुडे उसी को कंटिन्यू करते हैं हम लोग कल डिस्कस करते हैं. ओके, टुमारो क्लास इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट because in almost every job and this upcoming job they are going to ask a lot about cell scripting. Okay, and finally मैम को बुलाने का, हमको अनाउंसमेंट करना. Finally, I highly recommend 7 days getting job, big deal. I suggest maybe you guys may be tired, but I suggest company will check this. क्या आपके पास कैपेसिटी है काम करने की? आप बोल रहे हैं हम तो टायर्ड हो गए, ऑनलाइन गाइड बोलते सर हम टायर्ड, बहुत सारे गायब हो गए, तो दे आर नॉट एलिजिबल एनी कंपनी. उनकी जॉब लग भी जाएगी 2 महीने कंपनी निकाल देगी लाख में. मैं देख रहा हूं हो रहा है बहुत. तो दे चेक योर कैपेसिटी. ओके, तो आज आपने बड़ा अच्छा काम किया. अच्छी कैपेसिटी आप में है अभी तक. मेरे पास तो फुल डे पढ़ाई और भी कैपेसिटी है, लेकिन आज इतना रखते हैं. ओके, सो अच्छा काम किया आप लोगों ने. फिर भी जब टाइम मिले घर पे तो इसको प्रैक्टिस कर लेना, ताकि चीजें कल और फ्रेशली हम नए चीज को स्टार्ट कर सकें. फॉर माय साइड डन. ओवर टू प्रीति टू टेक इट फॉरवर्ड. यू कैन कम हियर, ऑनलाइन गाइस कैन आल्सो.